Welcome to my Google Classroom tour. I wanted to take a few minutes today to highlight some of the different ways teachers are organizing their Google Classrooms, and hopefully you'll get some ideas and find things that you want to use here. We'll start with my e-learning classroom. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my animated header. This is completely not necessary, but I do like it because I can say more things in the header than I can if I have one that is static. It is not too hard to do, but if you don't have a membership to something to make GIFs or some video screen recorder, then it might be a little tricky. You can always ask for help. It is not very hard to pull off, especially if you make the slides. Converting it to this file format is relatively easy. So that is one option for your Google Classroom, is to have an animated header. The next class that we're going to pop into is a third grade class, Miss Frazier. So I like her class because she has all the important information right here in her header. And you'll see a lot of teachers do, and we'll see this a lot today, just the difference that makes. If a student is wondering when the meeting is, or when school's back in session, other important things are right here, easy to access. And her classwork is easy to access too. I really like this little feature where she does, we use these all the time. What a great topic title. I always just put my stuff that's all the time outside of a topic. What a great idea to make a topic for that. So, and she has that, and then she has by the week, which a lot of teachers do. This is a great way to organize your work. The next classroom we are going to visit is a science classroom in 5th grade. So again, she has this super cute header that has the important class information, and she's also repeated the class information here. Making a custom header is not for everybody. Don't feel the pressure to do it, but I do think it's worth everyone's time to put the virtual schedule or other scheduling announcements right here in the header. She has it both places, but just one is fine. Again, her classwork is very organized by week, so very easy to access and find. Next, we're going to hop into a 5th grade math class. So again, you see some themes here. They've had the meeting date listed. They have a nice, warm, welcoming header. And what this teacher has done that I especially like is she uses emojis to catch the eye. This is like the coolest hack ever, and I'm so jealous I didn't think of it. So each week, this teacher has attached an emoji to the week. She repeats it on every assignment, and she repeats it on the topic. Then when that week is over, she erases it. So the only week with the emoji in the topic is the current week. And then all the classworks and assignments match that emoji. I think this has lots of potential. If you have topics for bell work or homework, you could have an emoji for each different one. And the student could see on their upcoming panel exactly what that is based on the symbol. Really great for younger kids too. So I've never thought of this. And I had a teacher ask me, where do you get the emojis from? Google has some emojis in the email panel. You can download emoji extensions. All that exists. But guys, I'm going to be honest. The way I do it, I copy them from my phone. I make a text message in my phone with the emojis I like, and then I email the text message to myself, meaning instead of typing in a phone number to text it to, I type in my email. So that arrives in my email, and then I just copy and paste from that. So that's the way I do it. I mean, you can download an extension, but I tend to want to download as little as possible. So I prefer the phone. Continuing our tour of Google Classrooms here. I mean, you can just look and see how great all these Google Classrooms look for real. We're going to pop into an Algebra 1 class. Love this header. I mean, it looks like a classroom. Love the use of the easel for the meet time. I like how some math is included. I mean, what a great clear header. This teacher makes use of a today topic. So she'll file things where they go in the unit after the day, but everything the student needs to access for today is under today. And then she also has her ongoing resources right here at the top. So really organized. This is more similar to how I would have done it. I would have kept my current materials out and separate, and then I would have filed them into their topics based on standard. I do think it's very important to eventually file them in topics based on standards. So when a student needs help or they need to study, they can go right to that standard. So I think this is organized extremely well. I really like that organization. Continuing on our tour, I'll pop into this Mandarin class. I like the themes that they've chosen, and I really like how they've used the foreign language in the titles. I mean, it's a small thing, but when you're teaching another language, that small thing does become a big thing. So I really like how this classroom looks. And their organization of classwork. They have a topic. Instead of calling it today or things we always use, they call it always valid. And I think that's a perfectly clear title. And they have their work by date range, which is another way to do it. Standard is great, but date range is also good. All right, I'm going to pop into a few more classes that have really cute headers just to show you the different things you can do. So this teacher has a really cute Bitmoji header. I can tell a lot about her personality just looking at the header if I didn't know her. I mean, we got a Harry Potter flag back here. We got fish over here. We got lanterns hanging. We got bright colors. I mean, it seems silly to, take the time to maybe make a custom emoji header, but it's the little things, especially in distance learning, where, I mean, this is your classroom now. But infusing that personality in your Google Classroom is a small way that we can start to make this feel a little more natural, a little more normal, and a little more welcoming for the students. So here's a different style header. This teacher went above and beyond. She actually made, as you can see, a different header for each of her sections. So these are all very cute. I like this one best. I don't know why, but I mean, I like the little message here, miss your face. She has her meeting times. And another great thing to put in your header is how to submit, especially at first when students are struggling with that turning in of the work. So she has that great reminder here for students. Scrolling down, this header I think is fantastic. It's clearly for a Mandarin class. She has Mandarin all in it. She has pets. I mean, there's personality here. And I think at the end of the day, that's what students want to see. This teacher, I wanted to show you this real quick. She organizes it by units instead of standards, but that's close. I think in a foreign language class, you do teach by unit, so this makes sense. So I hope you got some ideas for your Google Classroom from some of the great things happening at East Point. And if you need any help, let me know.